All right, thanks, Kelly. Hey, there's a growing awareness among parents nationwide about the need for diversity in children's books. A recent study shows only 30% of books published last year for children and teens were about Black, Indigenous, and people of color. That figure does not reflect America's diversity. In the latest U.S. Census, 50% of people are classified as non-white.
Unfortunately, the number of kids' books with BIPOC characters has been increasing in recent years.
One local author and illustrator is helping in that effort. Tracy Subisak is out with her latest release this summer titled Jenny May is Sad. The award-winning author wrote and created the artwork behind this sweet story about the power of friendship. And Tracy joins us live right now with more about her newest book. Good morning.
For having me.
Absolutely, good to see you. So this book, it is so sweet, it is so cute, and I think it touches on so many different important things. What made you want to write this book?
Well, I went through something very sad myself. My mom got sick and ended up passing away, and it was very much a cathartic experience to write a story about being sad and the complexities of it, that you kind of have to hide it sometimes and go through life and still go to school or work. And but also is very much inspired by my friendships, and a huge part of this story is about how to be a friend to someone who's sad. So I was just always feeling very grateful for those friendships when I wrote this.
Yeah, that is so great. I mean, kids, when they're certain ages, they just don't understand like emotions and what's happening and why they're feeling, how they're feeling. And why is it so important to try and help them, really understand what's going on when they do feel sad or mad or anything?
Oh gosh, I think this is like there's so many answers to this, but what I'm what I think is that when we are adults, we can recognize that sadness is very complex and anger is very complex, happiness is very complex. And the sooner and the younger we can start to identify our emotions, we can start to identify the complexities within it that if I'm sad or if I'm grieving, I'm probably going to be angry. I'm probably going to feel grateful for certain things. And that's why we need to start those discussions really early and use things like this book or use just an example of how the day went to start those conversations.
Well, we were just looking at some video of you there, working on all of the beautiful illustrations in this book. As we mentioned, you're the author and illustrator. Why was it so important for you in creating this story to make sure that you showed diverse characters in these kids?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm half Taiwanese, and for me, I didn't see myself at all in any books growing up. So that's kind of been my MO as an illustrator, is to represent mixed kids, represent people of color in every single one of my books. So yeah, we got to see each other in our books.
Well, it's so important because, again, I mean, we were just saying, what is it? Something like 50% of people don't identify as white, of kids. So that is important to have that representation. Well, what is your advice for, you mentioned that your mom passed when you were younger and you had to deal with that and that sadness. What's your advice for talking to kids about, sensitive topics like grief or maybe mental health?
Ooh. I think using an aid is really helpful. I do recommend this book as an aid to just be like, wow, this person was sad and she was also happy. You can be happy when you're sad. And let's talk about how Jenny May deals with it. And how do you deal with sadness? Is there anything going on? So using any tool or using an example, like whatever adult is talking to this child can use an example in their own life. Well, like today, I dropped my muffin. That bummed me out. Like, what did I do about it? And just using an example to help segue and allow a kiddo to open up I think also letting them know that you're there for them no matter what, if they're sad or happy, is a great way to open the door and let them um, know that they can come to you.
Sure, and just giving them a chance to have that conversation, because I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we're quick to dismiss kiddos, like, oh, that's too big of a
Right.
topic for them. But like you mentioned, your book could be a great way into that. So a great resource for families there. Congrats on the new book, Tracy. Again, it's a really sweet story, and I hope some families are eager to check it out.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you and be here.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Come back again. I know you're going to be hard at work on some other fun stories, so looking
Yeah.
forward to what's next. Thanks again. Have a good one.
Thanks.
And Jenny May is Sad is out now. You can find it on Amazon or wherever you buy your books. Real cute story.
Yes, definitely. Okay, coming up, Britney Spears' conservatorship battle continues.
The singer now looking to press charges against her